So we took little George to the vet today. On the way home, on the highway, we see two dogs. And here's what happens. Okay, this is where our mongrels were. And these are the mongrels that we just happened to find. Hey kids, we're going to the shelter. These two were just right in the middle of the right in the middle of the road. It's like a Maserati and a mix. And oh, they smell like dogs, don't they?
They smell like lake dogs.
They've been in the lake.
Hopefully they don't live far away.
They do have rabies tags, which is helpful.
That's helpful. Very helpful.
So we
figure out what vet
we go to a shelter. Like, oh great. I thought this was all about me today. Hang in there, you guys. Hang in there. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be okay. It's so difficult, like when you're next to a busy road and there's an animal that's really apprehensive. Like, am I helping? You notice, like we get there and then they look like they're gonna go out into the road. So as soon as I got the young one and I clipped him on and was petting him, she came to me. So sometimes you can kind of bait when there's 2 and 3 dogs with another dog. They'll say, "Oh, that'll be great." But I mean, they were right in the road and they were.
There was an 18-wheeler.
Oh man, literally an 18-wheeler. It was like.
People go 7.
Christine's going into the shelter. It's after hours, but apparently she knows somebody. What do you think, George? What's going on, George? Your mom will be right back. Hey guys, so you want to talk about it? What was the deal with the lake? You had to be in the lake? Is that what was happening? It's just two little lugs, 2 lovable lugs hanging around on a highway. Like, oh, we went swimming and what could go wrong? Little nutty buckets. That's why it's worth it. Why get involved? Why get involved? You're like, oh, why get involved? Yeah, it's going to take a little effort, but it's about tiers of help. We're going to get them to the shelter here. That's going to be a level of help. They have rabies tags, so we'll hopefully find the owners, you know, and if not, well, maybe they'll go into foster, and then from foster to ownership. Good doggies. But I'm sure they'll find the owners. So Christine does know people. Wow, that's impressive. I just look at these dogs and you just fall in love with them, and I'm hoping that everything will work out and see what happens next. Look at that face.
That is Erica Thompson. She is the now runs the shelter.
She's fantastic, and she scanned. She was able to scan. There's no microchip, but we have our rabies tags, and so we called Crossroads Animal. She did, and she was able to establish the owner's name and address. Unfortunately, the phone number doesn't transpond. It's a different. It just the owner apparently no longer has that phone number, and the person that answered said, "Oh, I get calls all the time."
Turn left onto North State Highway 95.
So we're working our way back to that general area. They're not terribly far from where they might live, and we're going to see if we can find the owners.
Unfortunately, there are 2 major highways that we're crossing where they live.
Oh yeah, it was dicey.
1.8 miles.
Theorizing already about what's going to happen when we bring these dogs. One might be, oh, they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Or hopefully someone's going to be there that knows these dogs. If not, if there's no one there, we're not leaving the dogs there because we don't know if this address is, and this is just where they were last registered. What were those rabies tags? What year?
Oh, this year, luckily.
Okay, cool. So, you know, we're talking about, there's signs of good ownership, you know, they're healthy, they're just, got the rabies tags, they're just lost. So,
They're
we'll
just
find
happy
out.
outside.
God, they're having a blast. You know, we humans get all distressed and upset, you know, and just, the dogs are like, this is the best day ever.
Best day ever.
42 is our number. Really got our attention, especially we saw the Roddy and our heart just got really excited. Some good friends of ours and neighbors, they've been missing their dog, and so we saw that and we're just like, wow, that's Bear, and you know,
156, so keep going.
very disappointed that it wasn't the dog that we were hoping it would be, but it all goes into the good dog world. It all goes in. The gate's locked. You know, you live in the country when your wife says you try not to get shot. There's a, you know, there's a gate, and there's no little. Real deal. This is Mr. Johnson, but he's Mr. Johnson Senior.
Yeah.
And he belongs to his son, so they're coming out.
Okay.
I'm so honored. Are you the Army veteran?
Yeah.
Well,
And he's Navy veteran.
oh my goodness, Army and Navy in one house together?
Yeah.
How do you get along?
I had two of my kids went in the Navy. My oldest daughter put 20 years in. She's my middle child.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Look.
He's gonna get Lewis. Sweet man. Answer the door with a cigar. Got out and kept running.
Didn't get good.
Here's the thing, those dogs had the best day of their life.
Yeah.
They made their way into the lake. They've been swimming.
Oh,
They've been, like I said, when they were across 1440,
Did you get it? Were you out there being a curious, happy George?
yeah, she was following Mama when they ran off.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, that is she stopped dead in her tracks. I grew up in Memphis. I was raised on the farm.
So
Are y'all
halfway
happy?
down- halfway
Are y'all happy to
down
be
the
home?
water crossing, there's pasture on both sides. Yeah.
It's all about the love. Happy ending, Christine.
Happy
What do we do?
ending.
Do we fist or what do we?
Kill the germ.
Let's figure out a dog one. We'll do a dog high five. That might sound like a seal. Interesting thing about that. What had happened? Like I know that the dogs had run out because Christine was talking to him, and I'm just recording
Oh,
stuff.
supposedly the dogs had run out, and he had even chased them down to 1441, but they crossed and kept going and wouldn't come to him. Sorry, I'm yawning. They crossed and wouldn't come to him. Supposedly they don't like strangers. Roddy doesn't like strangers, but she liked us.
We got lucky. The father that answered the door was Army, 2 years active duty, Korean War veteran, and his son is Navy. 2 bachelors, missing their 2 dogs, and happy ending. Yay!